So we're dealing now with adding rational expressions with different denominators. In order to add fractions, you have to have a common denominator. Your pieces have to all be the same size. So what we need to do is we need to find our common denominator. Now, our whole number here, 1, has no denominator. So that one's wide open. We have 4x and 6x. They each have an x in common, so we can ignore the x for right now. I need to find the least common multiple of 4 and 6. There are a couple ways to do this. I'm going to go ahead and revert back to the factor trees that I like to use. 4 is 2 times 2 and 6 is 2 times 3. I have a matching pair of 2's. I'm going to cross one of those out, and my least common multiple will be every number that's left multiplied together, which gives me 12. Now 4 and 6 was small enough that most people would probably look at that and go, oh, 12. But if you can't, this is a method for finding the least common multiple. Now it's not just going to be 12. My common denominator is going to be 12x because of this x here. Now in order to turn my whole number into having a denominator of 12x, I multiply whatever number I have here times 12x. Well, in this case it's just 1. And then put 12x in my denominator. In order to turn 4x into 12x, I need to multiply that by 3. Well, if I multiply my denominator by 3, I also need to multiply my numerator by 3. And to turn a 6x into 12x, I need to multiply by 2. So I also need to multiply my numerator by 2. I'm going to go ahead and do all this multiplication. We're going to distribute our 3. So we multiply by each of these terms, and we'll also distribute our 2. Distributing our 3, I get 21x minus 18y, and then 3 times 4 is 12x, and then I get 10x plus 4y over 12x. Now I want to address this negative. When we have a negative here, what we really need to do is we need to change our signs. To change this to addition and change our positive 10x to a negative 10x and our positive 4y to a negative 4y. Now I need to collect like terms. I have 12x and 21x and negative 10x. 12 plus 21 is 32 minus 10 gives me 22x. Additionally, I have negative 18y and negative 4y. Negative 18 plus negative 4 is negative 22y. And this is all over my common denominator of 12x. Looking at this, I have 22, 22, and 12. Each of these will divide by 2. So, to reduce this, I divide each term by 2. Now you notice I can't divide by the x because only one of my terms in the numerator have the x. And so this is my final simplified answer. With one more example. In this case I have 8b and 6b and a whole number 2. I need to find my common multiple between 6 and 8. 6 is 2 times 3. 8 is 2 times 4, which is 2 times 2. I have one pair of 2's that match, so I'm going to cross one of those out. And I'm left with 3 times 2 times 2 times 2. 3 times 8, in other words. So 24. And then I have a b. So my common denominator is 24b. To turn an 8b into a 24b, I need to multiply that by 3. But I'll also need to multiply my numerator by 3. In order to turn 6b into 24b, I need to multiply by 4. So I'll also multiply my numerator by 4. And to turn a 2 into having a denominator with 24b, I multiply 2 times 24b and put that over 24b. This will give me 12b plus 9y over 24b plus 20b plus 4y over 24b minus 48b over 24b. Collect my like terms. I have a 12b, a 20b, and a negative 48b. This will give me 12 plus 20 is 32, minus 48 is negative 16b. And then I have 9y plus 4y, so that's plus 13y over 24b. 16, 13, and 24 have no factors in common, therefore I can't reduce, and this is my final simplified answer.